Welcome, Aquarius. This is your weekly focus, March the 11th through to the 17th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Okay, let's go right to the cards, shall we? Okay, what do we have for you this week? We have, where's your focus? Where's your attention? Okay, is it on the bills coming in? The money flowing out of your account? Or is it all the abundance you get from what those bills represent? Start thinking in a positive mindset, especially this week. This is a time where you want to put your focus on prosperity in your life, love in your life, joy in your life, celebration in your life, and how you are creating that, how you are showing up to make that possible. What seeds are you planting? What goals are you going after? Put your focus on those things, because where our focus is where the growth will be this week. We have the Ace of Wands. We could be trying to reestablish balance in our life, looking at new ways of doing things, our routines, our behaviors, our habits, trying to give our life a little bit more flow, a little bit more consistency maybe, or maybe you need to get out of that consistency and invite in something new and different. Juggle some things around. Maybe you're going after that promotion, and so it may go against being able to spend time with family, or just time in solitude, or time with your friends. And how do we bring that into balance? Maybe it's just through positive dialogue with them, letting them know what you're doing and why you're doing it, and why you're not as present as you normally are. But it really is about bringing in a new sense of balance, control perhaps. We have the Three of Swords, healing. Healing's important this week. It's about allowing yourself to release that emotion, to leave it in the rearview mirror, to just take the knowledge, the clarity, the wisdom, and the understanding that you gained from the experience, and letting the rest go. Try to detach emotionally from the past events that hold you back, that don't allow you to go forward, that drain you of your energy, of your vitality, so that you do have the strength, you do have the vitality to walk through any storm, to reach the successes that you want. Not necessarily that you're going towards any storms, okay? So that's why I kind of hesitated on that word. I'm like, well, storms is, I don't want you to get the perception that there's a lot of work to be done. I think, if anything, you've been through the storms, okay? So now it's time to get our bearings. Let's look at work and career. Seven of Swords. Okay, well, I'm going to use my elevator story for this. But it's Monday morning. You're going up to work, and you're in the elevator with a buddy, and you're talking, how was your weekend and stuff. And you said, I had the greatest idea on how to double the productivity in our office. And you start talking all about it to your buddy, and you're like, what do you think? And they go, wow, that sounds like a great idea. Yeah, I'm going to fly it to the boss as soon as I get in there. I'll meet you in there, and you turn to go to the washrooms. They walk in, and by the time you walk through the door, you see your buddy from the elevator shaking hands with the boss, taking credit for your idea. This is a time when, you want to keep your secrets close to you, okay? It's sharing with a very few number of people about your goals, your dreams, your desires, really anything about your life, okay? You don't want to, especially when it comes to work here, you want to kind of just share with a very few people. The fewer the better. There could be somebody that's trying to tear you down, uh, disrespect you, take away any kind of stature that you have, so that they look bigger, they look stronger, they look better. It doesn't really work, but people do that for some reason. Try and pull down the competition. And it'll be with people you don't even think you're competing with. You don't even know that you're in a competition. That makes it worse. And they smile at you when you're talking to them, and then they turn around and go and, spread, take all your words out of context and change them around so it's a good story for them to tell. It's also about understanding what we truly need in order to go forward, what has value, what does not have value, leaving what does not have value in the rearview mirror. Once again, we're leaving things in the rearview mirror because it's holding us back, because it's not allowing us to move forward. It doesn't support us. It doesn't generate the kind of energy we need in order to push ourselves forward. We have the Page of Cups. This is about dreaming of the possibilities. I mean, just go over the edge. Please do, okay? If you were saying, okay, I'll say I'm a millionaire. No, I want you to say you're a billionaire, a trillionaire. This is what I want you to do with your mindset this week. I want you to really think positive about your best life ever. Don't play it, don't dummy it down. Please don't dummy it down. Raise it up if anything. Make it almost like, can you imagine if that really did happen? Oh, right? I want it to scare you a little bit when you think of the possibilities that could be. Anything can happen. Okay, I think Uranus is kind of, it was really tied up in our new moon energy. So we are just stepping into our first week of new moon energy, and it is very intense. We also have a lot about the dreamscape when it comes to all the Piscean energy that we are experiencing, the new moon. I think the sun, Mercury has just conjunct with Neptune, and then the sun will be doing that this week. I think Venus moves in this week into Pisces. So, I mean, it is a time to really step into your dreams and just imagine the possibilities of what could be. Just dream it big, bigger than life. Absolutely. Anything's on the table. Anything's on, especially for you. Anything's on. Just don't share your dreams and your goals and stuff like that with anybody. And maybe that's why, because it will be outlandish. It'll even sound outlandish to you. But the Ten of Pentacles shows up right after that. Oh my gosh, I'm giggling inside a lot here. Um, this is the Yes card. This is what you see could possibly be. I kid you not. Well, you have to show up. You might have to work with other people, make some partnerships along the way. Of course, this probably doesn't happen at the snap of the finger, but you could definitely set yourself on a path to, yeah, your best life ever under this kind of energy. So, your prosperity, your abundance. Also, there has to become some kind of spirituality included in that. Maybe you're meditating in the morning, or you're standing in the Superman pose, seeing your day, or the Superwoman pose for that matter, seeing your day unravel in your mind of how it's like picture perfect, everything just goes smoothly. It's about being grateful and doing a gratitude journal or something like that. It's about doing affirmations. It's about journaling your best life ever, but write it in present tense. There's so much more we could add to that. We could spend hours here. I'm just talking about that. A wonderful new idea. Okay, so maybe you get that aha moment, that epiphany, that revelation, or something that, comes in your path and you're like, yeah, grab onto it. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So have that dialogue going, okay? Don't hold back on what you need to say and who you need to say it to. Okay, maybe think about what you're going to say because you want the desired outcome. Don't let other things stand in your way. Okay, there's a strength in you this week to really push you into the arena that you need to be in. We also have, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. So you could be asked to go across the country to set up a new company that are an addition to the company that's sending you, right? A new storefront, or help a franchise get off the ground, or whatever it might be. So there could be travel included. You could find something if you are traveling. You could see something. Maybe you're not setting up shop there, but you take it home and you set up shop outside on the street. I don't know. You would know. Relocation, maybe you move. Maybe it allows you to move to where you want to be. I know one one kid that worked for our company, and he had always wanted to go up to northern Canada, and a management position opened up. This kid was just a temporary employee, and the job opened up, and nobody wanted to go to this part of Canada because I tell you, not the easiest of lives. I commend anybody who lives in northern Canada because it's colder and sometimes there's not roads unless the roads are frozen or the lakes are frozen so that you can get to one town to the next. Supplies, if you're far enough up, you have to have them flown in, and they're so expensive to purchase by this point. You can't afford them anyways, even though they showed up. Anyways, he wanted to go to northern Canada, and since his dream was to go to northern Canada, he said, if you give me the management position on the spot here, I will even do my own moving expenses. And so he did. And the company said, they put him through the training, and away he went up to northern Canada and lived up in northern Canada for a while. So don't think that you can't create it for yourself. Okay, this was just a kid that was hired for some summer employment that ended up being the manager of the place that he wanted to live in and thrive in. For that was his dream, and that was his vehicle in getting to that place. So it could be that you want to relocate somewhere, and now it allows you to do just that. So I don't know why I had to give you that story, but I did. Anyways, we also have you can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. Okay, so you're not seeing things clearly, so back it up, look at it, observe, get the clarity, get the understanding, allow the knowledge to come to you, gain a new perception perhaps of what you're stepping into. Okay, you can be free, is what the card says. So back to, I want you to say that you want to be a trillionaire, a gazillionaire. How about a gazillionaire? I don't know how much that would really be. Um, but it's a fun word to say, so start saying that one, a gazillionaire. Um, make a courageous change, a chance to, what is it? Make a courageous choice to change your situation. So it could take, believing in yourself. Look at that. We have the Archangel Michael here for all of it. Okay. Archangel Michael is the protector. He's got that mighty sword. He can cut the path to your tomorrow. Absolutely. Okay, let's go to love and relationships. We have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands has been coming up. This is kind of like, one of the celeb cards of the week because for all your readings so far, this card has been coming up more often than not. This could be marriage. This is proposals. This could be, marriage and proposals definitely in love and relationships. This could be if you're looking for somebody, you meet the person of your dreams. They walk the rest of your path with you, or maybe the majority of it. This is about celebrating you and your most significant, the people closest to your heart. Okay, when I do love and relationships, yes, it could be a spouse, it could be your partner, it could be a lover, or it could be a child, it could be a coworker that you just hold dear to your heart, it could be your best friend that we're talking about. And this is about celebrating the little accomplishments that make you united together in friendship, in love, platonic, and romantic. And then we have the Ace of Swords, an aha moment, an epiphany comes. Well, what could that be? Could that be related to work? Maybe if it's a partnership that is also a love relationship, or turns into a love relationship, or it was a love relationship first that is turning into a business partnership as well. What is the eureka moment I hear? Eureka moment is what I heard. I didn't hear, I wanted to say aha moment or epiphany, the words I normally use, but I heard an eureka moment coming in here. You know how to move forward, and this is with love, this is with relationships. Maybe you've always had a buddy that knew how to do something extremely well, and you start thinking of a business opportunity, and you could do this part because they can do that part. So it could be things like that aligning and growing those relationships deeper. We'll get one more card here. Seven of Cups. especially if you're single here, this is a card to say just don't start a relationship with the next person that asks you out. Asks you out. Asks you out. Go slow in it. Methodical. Don't let them know your whole life story the first night. Keep them wondering. Keep them anticipating. While you decide whether or not, you're looking for the red flags. You're looking for, what don't I like about this person? What may irritate me 6 months from now? Because right now you're going to laugh at all their jokes. So, but it might get pretty irritating after 6 months because they don't stop doing it. Wow. Ever. Wow. If you're in a relationship, I would be making any changes slowly and methodically. Will this really enrich the relationship? Let's just try this one thing. I wouldn't be throwing a whole bunch of things to the wall and seeing what sticks here. I would be picking one little thing to start incorporating into the relationship to grow it deeper, to make it more magical, to bring in the sensuality and the beauty of the relationship. Let's see what these cards have to say. We have trust. The situation is calling you to have a faith. So having a faith, having a trust that the relationship will eventually be the relationship of all times. People will talk for years about the relationship you had with this person. How how deep and unified it was. How you supported each other. How you had each other's backs. How you worked collectively to maybe solve some of the world's problems together. Or maybe it's just the community or the families, whatever it might be. But growing that trust, that belief in yourself and within another. We have the Queen of Cups. Love yourself. The more you love yourself, the more you believe and understand that you are deserving, that you are worthy, that you are enough for all that you want to dream. So back to being the billionaire, the trillionaire, the tower. The tower is here saying that you will have awakenings. Maybe making you flip at a 180, maybe part of your life completely falling away from you. Now, you took that negatively, but I had one comment the one time, and I will paraphrase them in saying, what if I won the lottery? How much of my life would fall away? So start thinking the what ifs, but keep going up. Okay, you see how fast we're trained into thinking into the pit. We want to raise our thinking to positive thinking of how we're going to break through that glass ceiling. See what is limiting you. See what's holding you back. See where your fears lie. See where your anxieties start. Look it in the eye and walk through it. Leave it in your rearview mirror. We have the Queen of Wands. It's all about, raising your enthusiasm into your passions, into your dreams, into your desires, into, allow your creativity to flow this week. Your inventiveness, your self-expression. Get excited about where you're going, what you're going to accomplish, what you are accomplishing. And you don't need a whole devised plan when this card comes out. It could just be a couple of bullet points in your mind, and you're just going to blend them together and see what happens. And then you're going to say what worked, what didn't work, and blend it together and see what happens. We've got the dragon, discover your courage. Yeah, there's a lot about discovering our courage, our strength, and stepping into something that normally we wouldn't. This is about having a true belief in yourself, being the dragon. Unleashing your courage, your strength. Taking a risk on yourself and the possibilities of your tomorrow. Your abundance, your prosperity. Dolphin, don't worry, be happy. So push those problems to the back burner if at all possible and celebrate this week, okay? Find the joy in every step and every breath. I want you to be exhausted by noon because you're living your best life ever without actually having it all yet. But you know it's on its way. The dragonfly, live life to the fullest. I kid you not. Live life to the fullest. Somebody said that, who said that? I heard it. If you look through a dragonfly, I think it was Minnow Pond. He said if you look through a dragonfly's wings, it'll look like you're looking through a stained glass window. And he had a different scenario, but what I thought right away was to see the beauty that is usually hidden by our glances, because we're so busy, or so busy being torn in so many directions. Life is so busy, we don't take time to ponder the beauty of things. And sometimes we have to sit there and observe in order to gain the perception of the beauty of the moment, of the thought, of the realization, of the epiphany, of the eureka moment. Let's get one more here for you. Angels of miracles, open your heart and expect a miracle. Okay, so I end it with that. Okay, it's time this week to expect a miracle in your life. So grow it big and grow it strong, and get ready to step into your tomorrow. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.